We're gonna help you avoid falling for these simple tricks. No! We won't let that happen to you.
In this episode, we're gonna share some cold hard truths and the ugly facts about buying a home in Southern Nevada and how to avoid those mistakes.
This episode is jam-packed, so definitely stay tuned. I'm Vicky.
And I'm Kyle of the Simmons team.
And we've helped hundreds of people relocate here to Las Vegas.
Y podemos ayudarte también.
That's right, and we can help you too. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we've got you covered.
Let's jump into it.
Now on our list, Nevada is a community property state.
A community property state basically means if you were to buy a home as an individual and then get married and then pass away, your house would now become your spouse's house.
That's right. Your spouse now becomes the owner of that property as well.
If you want to learn more about this, just give us a call and we'll help explain it further.
This is actually a really great feature, so that way you know that your spouse will get the property rather than going through a ton of trials and tribulations, having to go through probate. We've dealt with that quite a few times, and it can be really trying and difficult for the families involved.
But it's helpful to make sure you get what's rightfully yours. No attorneys needed. I recently heard they stopped using rats in science experiments and started using lawyers. They do this for two reasons. One, the scientists become less attached to the rats, and two, there's stuff that even a rat won't do.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Right now, we are here at Ascension. This builder is Pulte, and it's actually one of my favorite new builds. Just going into the HOA for this specific community, it is $255 a month. And on top of that, you have a $65 a month Summerlin HOA as well. And this location does not have any SIDS or LIDs. Kai, do you want to go ahead and explain that?
Yeah, so a special improvement district or a limited improvement area or district. These are basically, in some places, a new city might have a Melrose, which is like an additional tax or fee to help build out the development of all the infrastructure like sewage and plumbing and things like that. And so in Southern Nevada, we have SIDS and LIDs, which are similar. So anything that's newly built is going to typically have that unless the builder completely paid them all off, or the dirt was bought so long ago that that SID and LID amount was paid off. But usually if you do get a SID or a LID payment, it's twice a year here. You can check on amg.nv. It's a website, contact us, we can help you find it. But with that, those SIDs are going to help pay money to improve the land and area and streets and infrastructure around it. An important thing to know about SIDs and LIDs is that they're not really an ongoing forever fee. It's actually a balance or an amount that you have to pay, like 12 or 14 grand. If the old owner has been paying it down, it'll be cheaper. Some resale properties, say you bought a new build recently and then the seller didn't pay off his SIDs, he would then sell them to the next buyer, and the buyer would be assuming the payment on those SIDs payment until the final payoff amount is paid off. So it's not an ongoing forever, it's a balanced amount that can be paid.
Some states use lawyers to handle their sales documents, but here in Nevada, we realtors are actually licensed to write and submit all your sales contracts. So once your escrow has begun and we send everything to escrow, the escrow officer and along with their title department will help complete the sale. Escrow makes sure to dole out all the monies that need to be paid to every single party in the transaction.
And that's what makes this point no attorneys needed.
That's right. No attorneys are needed here in the state of Nevada.
And even if you are an attorney, you don't want to go at this alone. You see, us as real estate agents, we know the common quirks and weird things about certain neighborhoods. And of course, we know where all the pitfalls are of every transaction and every community that we deal with here in town that can only be earned through years of experience and a proven track record. Next on our list in this episode is you're gonna probably have title insurance when you buy the home. Now, a title insurance policy makes sure that the buyer gets issued a clean title. If you're buying with a loan, then you're probably going to have to get a lender's title policy, and if you are selling your home, you're probably, as the seller, going to pay for an owner's title policy. Both of those, again, are to help protect the title and the transfer of that title. These title insurance policies can cost from $900 to $4,000 depending on the side of the house. To know whether or not you absolutely need one and when not to use one, make sure you give us a call and we can help you figure that out. What I dislike about their advertising is they'll market and say homes in the low 600s, but then after you add all these additional fees like lot premiums and things like that, the home's never in the low 600s. In fact, most people find that when they're customizing and building a new home from scratch, that they're usually spending 10 to 20% more or more than that on upgrading the property and additional fees like lot premiums and things like that. That's right. And just keep in mind, if you are thinking about purchasing a new construction property, don't let the lot premium scare you. I actually negotiated for my client a lot premium that was $50,000 all the way down to $2K. So it was a big win, I would say. Yeah, it's a huge win. That's $48,000 that buyer just saved when buying their new home by using a realtor to help. Want the biggest backyard in the community? That's gonna cost you an extra lot premium. Choo-choo! Want a view of the city? That's gonna cost you an extra lot premium. Choo-choo! Want a corner lot on that beautiful cul-de-sac? That's definitely gonna cost you a lot premium. Choo-choo! The other thing that I don't like about new builds and new construction purchasing, whether it's a spec home or a completely scratch-built home from zero, is that most of our clients complain that it ended up costing them a lot more money than the base price or that advertised price, meaning that by the time they chose their paint, by the time they chose their cabinets and countertops and a couple extra recessed lights, they end up spending $20,000, $30,000 more dollars, or in most cases 10 to 20% more than the base price. So a little bit of a bait and switch to trick you into, well, if you want to customize your home a little bit more, you're going to have to choose to pay for these additional upgrades. Correct. And two more quick notes you need to know about new construction is, one, if you're building from scratch, it can take 6 to 9 months to complete. To get around that, they have spec builds and occasionally some standing inventory. Spec builds often have everything ordered, like the cabinets and the countertops and even the paint colors. Buying these spec homes will dramatically speed up your move-in time, but you will have to sacrifice customizing your home exactly how you want it. So if you want those specific countertops or the specific flooring, you will not be able to make any changes on standing inventory. The great thing about standing inventory is that a lot of times the builders will give you an incredible rate buy down or special closing cost incentives to help you move into that home and sell it quicker. But you're going to take the home the way that it looks. Exactly. 2, never go to a new build without us, your realtors, on your very first visit. We won't be paid to represent you if you show up without us there. And it's a rule that all the builders have here in town. Remember, the sales representative at the builder's office at the new build location represents the seller and not you. That's right. Some builders allow us to pre-register our clients before arrival, so never miss the opportunity to hire a professional like us just to ensure you save the most amount of money when negotiating your new build. A lot of people think that real estate agents don't have much power at the new build, but that's actually completely the opposite. We've helped save clients hundreds of thousands of dollars on their negotiations and getting extra upgrades and benefits, or even eliminated lot premiums. So make sure you choose a professional to meet with you before you head to the new build. Another thing on our list today is obvious, but hire us as your professionals to help you navigate the process and save you money and time.
Old Abe Lincoln once said, "A man who is his own lawyer has a fool for a client." I also said, hire a professional.
If old Abe said it, it must be true. Next up on our list, 75% of homes in Las Vegas are actually located in an HOA.
That's right, and part of buying a home in Las Vegas, most of them are tract-built homes, so most of them are in an HOA, and that means you're gonna have monthly dues that pay for things like having a gate or having landscaping or maybe even a community pool. But least of my favorite things is that you're also gonna get fines and violations. Left your trash bins at the curb for too many days?
Fine.
Left your garage door open all night?
Fine.
Forgot to pull a couple weeds in your front yard?
Fine. It's important to know that if you're making any changes to your home, you have to not only let your HOA know, but have them approve it. It could be anywhere from the paint, the landscaping, changing your garage, or even your front door, or adding in a pool in your backyard.
Again, it's super important to know that most of the town is tract home built, but there still leaves plenty of fantastic neighborhoods that do not have an HOA at all. In fact, 25% of them. Now, when we're talking about homes being in an HOA, we mean specifically single family detached. If you're buying a condo or a townhome, it's a 99.9% likelihood that you're going to have an HOA for them. But single family detached homes, still 75% of those are managing to be in an HOA. And HOAs are so prevalent here because they offer lots of amenities to the residents, like small parks and pools and all these other things that you wouldn't normally get in a neighborhood that doesn't have an HOA. And the main reason that HOAs are put into Las Vegas is having an HOA helps maintain the values of the community by making sure it stays aesthetically pleasing, and having these rules and regulations and, of course, the disciplines and punishments that come with it, those help keep values up, and that's the main reason HOAs are here.
Whether you like it or not,
the HOA is here to stay.
Now, the next on our list is that some places in America, homes aren't equipped with central air conditioning. However, in Las Vegas, having good air conditioning is an absolute must, but it comes with a price. There are people who report their bills in the winter as only $120 a month, but then they see their bills in the summertime and it's over $500. So now this strongly depends on the size of the house, how cool it's kept, how insulated the home is, how energy efficient the air conditioner system is, and so on. But power spikes is unavoidable and should be planned for annually if you keep a tight budget on your expenses. Our house is actually on a fixed payment, and so it's about $365 every month, which is about $12 a day worth of power. Your energy bill will explode in the summertime during the heat.
Running your air conditioner heavy in the summertime, it's kind of like throwing money away. Do not wait to buy your home. It'll cost you a lot of money. I've been selling homes in Southern Nevada since 2013 in the beginning of the year. And since then, the median home sales price is only $135,000. For contrast, just 11 years later, it's now $489,000. Back then, there was houses selling for only $50,000 a month. Now you probably can't even buy a single family home under $250,000 in the entire valley, and that home's gonna need significant rehab too.
That's right. Back in 2013, you could actually buy a single family home for as low as $50,000.
Now you can't even buy a single family detached property anywhere in the entire valley for under $250,000, and it's probably going to be wrecked and need a lot of rehabilitation if it is that price. In the last 11 years of selling homes here, I've seen two significant years of appreciation. One was in 2013. There was over 30% appreciation on the average home price, and again in 2021, the following year after COVID-19 pandemic, we've seen another over 20% appreciation on the values in a year over year. That means for people that bought a $500,000 house, it was now worth $600,000, 20%, $100,000 more dollars in 1 year for simply having placed the right bet on the right table. And that table was Las Vegas.
That's absolutely correct. And with that said, it's going to be incredibly difficult to time the market perfectly to try to get a home that has the best value, the lowest interest rate, the lowest price point.
Yeah,
wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And you have to remember that time in the market is always going to beat timing the market. And what that means is the longer that you own the asset, the more years and time you have for it to appreciate, meaning that you're probably going to get priced out if you wait too long because values are going up. I do want to make super clear that buying a new build has extreme amount of advantages compared to buying a resale home. You also get a fantastic warranty. And so it's definitely a strong consideration you should have before buying a property here in Las Vegas, is just to weigh all the pros and cons and see what you get, because places like here in Ascension offer amazing value for being in the heart of Summerlin. It's completely worth it depending on your goals.
Builders can offer really incredible incentives during different times of the year. So if you are interested in when those times may be, definitely reach out to us and we can give you more information.
Thank you guys so much for watching today. Again, there were a lot of things that we didn't cover in this video that might be a potential hazard for you when buying your home. So feel free to reach out to us or drop a comment below and we can answer your comments and questions right there. And we can maybe cover in the next video something that we didn't cover this time.
That's right. We do read all the comments, so definitely leave any information or questions and we'll get back to you, or we'll create a new video for you. We're excited to do that. I know this video was incredibly jam-packed. We probably could have gone on for a couple more hours, but we didn't want to bore you guys to death. So we absolutely loved enjoying making this video for you guys. We hope you enjoyed watching it, and we can't wait to hear from you to help you with all your real estate needs here in Las Vegas.
And if you need to know more about Las Vegas and relocating, we have a free relocation guide that you could click in the link below. And make sure you like the channel, and so like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on everything Las Vegas.
It helps us create more videos just like this one, and we'll see you guys on our next video.
Bye.